Alright, doing an oil pressure sensor on a 2015 GMC Sierra really quickly. So, the location for this if I can get it right up in there. Alright, here on the oil pan, got this sensor, and if you follow it up, there's the oil pressure sensor right there. And then here's the plug. It does have a little tab you have to push up and then unclip. And then that is going to be, I believe, a 27 socket. Once I get it out, I'll come right back. Alright, so with a 27mm socket, deep, I was able to get a small 3-inch extension with a wobbly and go in through right over here. And once you get it, set on there, you should be able to break it free. I do have it pretty loose right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it out. Alright, got the new sensor installed. Just like taking it out, fishing your 27mm through there with an extension and a wobble. I'll give you a better look at that here in a second. So yeah, just a small extension with a wobble and a deep. You should be able to get to it. On this one. Alright, for the thermostat housing, of course, we're going to remove this clip to get this hose off. You can get something to kind of loosen it up, or just wiggle it back and forth. And once you get it off, if you have a cap, you can go in and cap it off, like so. And we got that off. Next, these bolts here, I believe those are 13s. You get those two, and then those two right there. That one's a little tricky, but you can get a socket on there relatively easy. So yeah, 13mm for the bolts on the side here. This one you'll have to use a wrench just because it's kind of hard to get to with all that in the way. And then once you get it, you can get it with your fingers. Next, I'll get that one. So got the 13mm on just a ratchet. For the bolts on the thermostat housing, just an extension, and you should be able to reach all those. The one in the back is going to be a pain. You'll probably need a wobble, which I got right here. It just makes it a little bit easier. Thermostat housing is off. Just look at the orientation, and then getting it back on, just like that. Along with the bracket here, you'll have to get that bottom bolt with a regular wrench, just because it's a tight spot and the ratchet wrench was too big. And then, of course, just verifying that everything is good with the oil pressure sensor. Before it was just staying at 0, but it looks all good now. And then, of course, bleeding the coolant system for the thermostats.